Hey guys, what's going on? Steve here. Welcome back to another video. And yeah, this is about a weather event that's going to be ongoing. Severe thunderstorms are likely today and into tonight across areas much of the Central Plains and Southern High Plains, with all aspects of severe weather expected. Additional severe thunderstorms are possible across the lower Ohio Valley and the Mid-Atlantic coast, accompanied by a risk for severe wind and hail. A moderate risk has been introduced for the region with an eastward expansion of the enhanced risk. Large hail and several tornadoes, possibly a couple strong, are expected, particularly from mid to late afternoon through early to mid-evening, with the damaging wind threat also increasing this evening as storms progress east-northeastward. A readily evident shortwave trough / speed max per water vapor imagery centered over northern Baja, Mexico early this morning will quickly eject northeastward, with this lead shortwave trough taking on an increasingly negative tilt as it reaches the south-central high plains by early evening. This will be in tandem with increasingly strong southwesterly mid-level winds. After multiple days of semi-extensive convection of multiple sub-regional areas of more notable overturning, strengthening southwesterly trajectories via southwest U.S. to northern Mexico will lead to reestablishment and broadening of northeastward or to advancing elevated mix later across the central to southern high plains today. Sorry about that. Moisture return to the deepening surface trough across the central high plains is already underway beneath northeastward, advecting warm, elevated, mixed layer air. This models indicate that this will contribute to moderate to large cape across much of the high plains and into the warm sector of the developing cyclone across the central plains. There will likely be a corridor of moderate to strong boundary layers destabilization across the Texas-Oklahoma panhandles into eastern Colorado by mid to late afternoon, which will be sufficient to support propagation of thunderstorm activity off the Rockies into the high plains. In the presence of strengthening shear, the environment is expected to become conducive to intense supercells with potential to very large hail. Although low-level photographs are initially modest in length and curvature, a few tornadoes appear likely, particularly in the Colorado-Kansas border, as well area eastward along an effective front across western Kansas, as well as southward into the Panhandle region. Low to mid-tropospheric winds, particularly within the lowest 3 to 4 kilometer AGL, are likely to notably increase this evening. Various global guidance suggests a steady strengthening of 700 millibar winds from the Texas Panhandle to northwest Oklahoma across much of Kansas. Pending convective mode, this could increase the tornado threat early this evening, while also contributing to upscale growth into one or more forward propagating clusters with the heightened damaging wind risk most probable across Kansas, to southern Nebraska, but perhaps also the eastern Texas Panhandle into western Oklahoma. Northern High Plains. Isolated to widely scattered severe thunderstorms capable of large hail and locally strong winds are expected across the region, particularly late this afternoon through evening, with upwards of 30 to 40 knots of effective shear and moderate buoyancy, supportive of a combination of supercells and multicells. Lower Ohio Valley to the mid-Atlantic coast. An eastward moving MCV will continue to cross the upper Ohio Valley this afternoon. This morning, I mean. This feature may help to focus intensifying development downstream by afternoon. Otherwise, models indicate that seasonably high boundary layer moisture content ahead of the southward advancing front will become characterized by moderate CAPE this afternoon. This will support potential for organizing clusters of thunderstorm activity, aided by forcing and shear associated with the perturbations progressing around the northern periphery of the subtropical ridge. Flow, including 30 to 40 plus knots in the 700 to 500 millibar layer, may be sufficient to support occasional isolated supercells, but severe hail and wind appear the primary hazards in the presence of generally weak low-level photographs. So there you go, guys. That's the weather update for today. As always, if you like the video, leave a comment, subscribe. And as always, I want you guys to know, Jesus saves. Jesus saves.